output by a couple of 1,000 decibels. He strode past, throwing Thomas over his shoulder and marching him out of the kitchen, toothbrush clenched in one hand and pyjamas in the other. He shot me a pleading look as he rounded the corner, which I pretended not to see. Just imagine how good it would feel if you found them, plastered their names and photos around the place a bit. A few minutes later, Stephen's voice reverberated through the walls.
No more stories. I'm going to sit at the end of the bed while you go to sleep, okay?
Then, more forceful,
Thomas! Get back into bed, right now! I'm not joking this time, buddy.
I rolled my eyes. Perhaps if my husband hadn't styled himself as the fun parent, he might not find the process so tough. But then, bedtime wasn't a breeze for boring, strict mum when I did it every other night of the week either. The office door opened, and Thomas strutted in. Grabbing my leg, he tried to pull himself up, mountain climber style, into my lap. Stephen appeared behind him, grabbed the neck of his dressing gown, bundled him up, and carried him away. I heard a thump through the door as Stephen dropped him back on his bed.
"Water!"
Thomas wailed. "I'm sorry, you'll have to call me back." The woman at the other end of the phone cut off the call. I dropped the phone onto my desk and shifted in my chair. A rivulet of sweat gathered between my maternity bra and the top of the stretched skin of my stomach. All I wanted to do was lie on the couch and eat my way through the rest of the packet of chocolate biscuits I'd hidden from Thomas in the top of the larder. I checked the desktop calendar lying open beside my notebook. 8 working days until my maternity leave started. Somehow, less than half an hour later, the story was filed. I tried to push the image out of my mind of the store owner trotting to her car, wielding keys positioned between her fingers. There was still a continuous rhythm of bangs and thuds reverberating from Thomas's room as he rolled around in his bed, his knees colliding with the wall. I gathered the empty glasses and plates from around my desk and carried them through to the kitchen. As I placed them in the soapy suds still stewing in the sink, I became aware that Stephen's phone was buzzing on the counter, the vibration moving it across the shiny surface. It was a rare sighting of his phone in the wild. Stephen's phone was normally either at his ear, in his hand, or his pocket. He'd even taken a brief call while I was in labour with Thomas. Apparently, there was something more pressing happening that afternoon at the building firm he owned. I hadn't let him forget that one. I kept my hands in the water, idly picking away at determined blue Play-Doh under my nails. How long should I hang back before I ventured down the hallway and relieved Stephen? At some point, all kids have to fall asleep, right? Even with dads who were no doubt giving in to requests for one more story or an extra bedtime song. The phone buzzed again. I turned it over. It was a message, not a call, and from a number that I didn't recognize. "Miss you." The message blinked. Surely a wrong number. I swiped to unlock the phone, putting in the date of our wedding anniversary as the security code. It brought up a text exchange with the unsaved contact. Odd. "What are you up to?" Stephen had asked on Monday night. Monday night? I had been contorting myself at a prenatal yoga class, trying to maintain my zen. I'd dragged myself down for a rare class at the studio, though it would have been much easier to just stay home and do another YouTube workout on the Lego-strewn lounge floor. Stephen had said he was working late that night. I remembered because I'd had to send Thomas to my parents', where he'd wreaked overtired havoc. "Just lying on the couch," the mystery number replied. Lucky couch. He signed the message off with a heart-eyed emoji. An emoji? Was that meant to be cute? "What are you doing?" "Sitting here thinking about you. See you soon." Of course. Whoever the other number was, the message was ended with a heart in return. Then the exchange had fallen dead for a couple of days. I lowered myself to the kitchen floor, the too trendy square handle of the cabinet sticking into my back, the cold metal of the phone in my hands. Lucky couch.